Hello, welcome to another video. Today we are going over mining and what stuff you need and what is important in order to get, because there are a lot of changes and you need to know what changes are important to you at what stage in the game. A lot of the changes are like armor requirements, where Sorrow is now hard around 5, Pick a Nimbus is 4, Gemstone Gauntlet is 6, and there's also some other changes. They did increase the requirements of some of the drill parts, but other than that, it's not completely terrible. But I mean, we're not going over requirements today. We're going over what you need, and I'll go through a tree, and I'll explain what you need for each thing, and I'll just do anything roughly correlating to mining. So, alright. So the first things up on the list is we need to go over equipment. What equipment is best to use? And the best equipment to use is titanium. And of course, I'm not super rich, so I can't use the glossy equipment. But anyways, you would use titanium. It's really cheap. It's worth getting. Just go ahead and forge it. It's a lot cheaper. And mithril up to titanium. When you're not in the what is it? In the dwarven mines zone, you do need to swap it out with ancient cloak. And the next best up necklace is the dwarven handwarmers, which is better if you're not in the zones. But titanium equipment is the best. Also, blazing you can get from sea creatures now. The blaze, right? Blaze. Yeah. You get a blazing sphere from the lava blaze. So, and it's like a 1% chance drop, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's the only annoying part about it. But yeah, this is the equipment you need to just do roughly mining. Anyways, that's the equipment out of the way. Well, let's go over the pets. The pets are important. There's a lot of changes, but the most relevant pets that I would be going over is the ones that are meta. A lot of them aren't useful, some of them are just there, but there are some pets that have been useful, and I'll explain why they're useful. But anyways, the four main pets: the silverfish, the bow, the armadillo, and Skatha. So the silverfish is a no-brainer. It gives fortune. It also gives haste, and also gives wisdom. This thing is fantastic. You need this if you plan on when you're starting out. You need to get a legendary silverfish. One for pet score, and two just so it's done and out of the way. But it is a fantastic pet. I do recommend getting it. It helps you with mining wisdom. It's only like 5 less fortune than the Mr. Golem, and you're just getting more wisdom out of it. So 10 out of 10 pet. The bow, it it is also a lot easier to level because it's no longer a combat pet, but it is still a very good pet. And I'll tell you why and after I go over all these pets. But it gives a pickaxe cooldown ability reduction, and you do not have to be in magma fields for it. It can be anywhere. And it gives pristine in magma fields, and what's the other? And just heat. You kill shit and your heat reduces, which is honestly not terrible. It's an easy way to lose heat, but it does give 100 mining fortune and heat resistance, so it's very good if you plan on doing magma field grinding. It's a great pet still. I don't know why people are complaining. You're basically getting, if not the same rates as before. It might be a little bit better, but it is a little bit better now. Uh, Armadillo. Mine is level 80. Don't ask why it's level 80. But it gives up to 500 mining spread. Really good for powder mining. If you haven't been doing any powder mining recently, but it is good. You need to get it. And yeah, that's basically what it is. There's no other use for this. It literally just gives mining spread for powder mining. And this is just the ultimate pet. Gives the most fortune, it's literally the best. You can't beat it. And it's great for powder mining, great for mining. It doesn't give any block spread though, but it's still a fantastic pet. And also the 50% chance to find more chests, still great. So yeah, those are the 4 pets that I would recommend getting as soon as possible. They're all fantastic pets. Now let's move on to other obscure pets. The goblin pet is honestly not terrible. It gives the same amount of fortune to Spow, but it's good if you're doing any gold mining. And it's because of the extra 100 minus spread. I mean, there's like no fortune difference between this guy and this guy because it's only a 25 fortune difference. Because War Fortune is considered gold now, so basically you're just going to get the same amount of fortune through Skitha, and the only extra bonus fortune is when you're mining gemstones. Yeah, so gemstone fortune to drills. So that is not. So it doesn't make it extremely OP. It's still okay, but Goblin is a nice pet to also have as well. The Snail pet is also great. You can get a ton of block fortune, a ton of mining spread, and the way that fortune works now, it works on base blocks now. For example, like the stone, the netherrack, it now works on it, and you can use this in combination of the mining spread and the block fortune, and you just get so much more. You just get so much more fortune, and it's a lot better. I don't recommend this for Hearthstone mining. I recommend you using an Armadillo or Skatha because I mean you don't need that much money versus you're just powder grinding. And if you're doing the glacier tunnels, you will need a mammoth or a glacier golem. I do recommend 100% picking up a mammoth. A lot of people don't get mammoth because like, oh, just an obscure pet nobody uses. But this one ability makes it super useful. And another thing as well. But basically, the top one, the woolly coat, gives a 100% chance for mobs to not inflict cold. And what's annoying when you enter mineshaft and you get inflicted cold, and then you immediately pop out? Yeah, that is very annoying. Now it doesn't inflict cold, so you can just be half-ass and just be whatever. But this is very good. It also gives cold resistance, which you can use on your Daedalus axe if you have that. Because if I equip this, I'll get plus 10 cold resistance. And of course it can go even higher, but I do recommend picking it up. It's great for exploring in the glacier tunnels, but it's not good for mining. That's the only issue I have with it. The glacier golem though, I gotta be honest, it's kind of mid. It's only good if you're in the glacier mine shafts, because the fortune only applies on there. The powder, I could care less. The pristine, whatever. But in my opinion, it's not a great pet. It only has a bonus. The 10 fortune from it is literally just from the Bejeweled Collar I have, so it doesn't give any mining fortune whatsoever. But it's only good if you're in mine shafts or just glacier powder mining, because it's really slow right now. I really hope they buff it. But yeah, these are all the pets I would recommend getting if you do plan on doing mining. So anyway, let's move on to the other ones. Let's move on to auto pet rules. Let me put all these pets on. Alright, auto pet rules, super important. There is a certain way I have auto pet rules. There is the armor pet rules, and then there's the battle pet rules. If you just have a bow, I just recommend mining with a bow because it gives 100 fortune, and every other pet just gives that amount of fortune. So let's go warp mines, and let's go ahead and find some mithril. I don't have any mining speed right now, so just bear with me. So basically, I can swap to my bow, and I'll be able to use my pickaxe. I don't have a pickaxe ability because I reset the haunt tree. But basically, it'll reduce it, and when you mine an ore, it'll switch back to it. As you see right here. So the way to set it up is to just have, if you throw a fishing hook, equip bow. When you gain skill XP, you switch back to your pet. It can be whatever pet you want. You can be leveling the pet as well. Doesn't matter. And of course you have another auto pet rule just in case that you're somewhere else. very useful. So, alright. Next thing on the list is the tools. The tools are very important. The drill parts are important for early game. There are a couple better things to use. You do need a Jasper drill if you do want to participate in the glacier tunnels, but because the Jasper drill is actually better than the the gemstone gauntlet now, because hold on, let's see. Jasper drill is what? Jasper drill tools. Jasper drill gives 600 mining speed. Gemstone gauntlet gives 800 mining speed. Right? Yeah, 800 mining speed. So if you get a Jasper drill, you spend it a little bit more, but you do get a higher braking power. And honestly, it's a good progression if you're going to do glacier tunnels. I mean, yeah, you get a lot less mining speed, but you get the extra braking power, so you can actually mine everything. And also, if you put in a drill part, it's just better anyways. So, alright. So the drill parts you should know about. Starfall seasoning, super cheap. Recommend getting it. If you don't have it for early game, get it now. It's fantastic. The goblin omelet, I mean, that is used to craft the spicy goblin omelet. This is great for powder grinding. I would put on a Jasper drill, so if you're powder mining, you get the extra powder. Blue cheese, also fantastic. You want to use that for an ability, but I'd recommend sticking with Sunny Side till you can at least get the blue cheese, because blue cheese is now meta. The other ones aren't that useful. This is not even useful. So, yeah. Yeah, so basically a lot of these are just useless. The mithril plate engines, you just go with base and just keep fortune. You can upgrade them over time. It's not that bad. I mean, when you're doing drills, you just may as well just max out the Jasper drill with like the drill parts and then switch to a 655. If things are the same thing, you already know. The only difference is I actually get pickaxe cooldown reductions. Super useful. Up to 10%. I really love that. So, and your tools are, well, do not go for mithril drills. They are dog shit. Do not go for it. Get a Jasper drill. Jasper drill is a lot better. I mean, it's expensive right now, but if you forge it up, it is worth your time. And of course, there's a Devon drill. There's a topaz rod. Oh, that's nice for a lot of people. Anyways, we're getting distracted. So, the armor, I mean, you already know what armor progression is. I don't need to explain that. But anyways, let's go over the heart of the mountain. So the first one is what most people will be doing is to, well, powder grind initially. And what is the easiest way to make a lot of money while powder grind is to, well, pick up a tree. The tree that you want to go for is a tree that has Maniac Miner, because you need at least 7 to start powder mining. And the only other perk is good at Heart of Mountain 10. So what you want to do is you want to get Block Fortune, which is right here. So you want to go ahead, you want to go straight up. You also want to get Fortune as well. So if you can find Fortune so you want to get all of this here, get all your mining Fortune, and then you go up here. You need mining spread. Mining spread is also important. Also, you need all this mining spread. You get the highest you can, and you need a max efficient miner as well. Both of these are very good. You can heat resistance. I also recommend getting. It's useful. You do need block fortune, and you also need fortunate mine mid. So you get the block fortune. And you want to get powder buff. And you also want to get this one. Also, why did I go for that one? Actually, never mind. It doesn't matter. So you want the mining fortune as well. You can also get the mining speed. That's optional. You don't really need it. I mean, 9 times out of 10, the mining speed down here would be enough, plus a pickaxe. Or you can just spend some gemstone powder onto this. It really does not matter. And apparently I don't have enough powder. I have 20 mil powder. Okay, whatever. And then now there is a couple options now. You can go for Maniac Miner or Sheer Force. I have 13 extra tokens. That is because I have the max peak and I get an extra couple tokens. But you want if you do not have Hard Mount 10, I do recommend using Maniac Miner. But and also I do recommend picking up Sky Mall as well, because that also gives fortune. So that way you can get some extra, and I'm at 9 tokens now. And then if you can spend your extra on going up here, do recommend getting. So do recommend using Sheer Force, but if you want the extra money from Hearthstone, go for it. And then whatever extra tokens you want, you can go for whatever. You can go for Seasoned Mind Man, go for Front Loaded. You just have to make sure. Let me take out my texture pack. It's much easier to see without texture pack than it is with the actual. Alright, so basically you want to go straight up. You can skip out on Professional. And you want to go left and you want to grab Sky Mall. You want to get as much mining fortune as you can because it does affect blocks now. And then you want to just also get a bunch of speed. Then you want to go, then either get Maniac or you want to go for Sheer Force. It depends on if you want money or you want to focus on chess. And you want to max out Greater Explorer. I don't have that maxed. But you get what I mean. So you want to max out Greater Explorer. You want to get as much mole as you can. And then once you do that, you should be all set to powder mine. So anyways, let's go and reset our tree. This is the powder mining tree. This is the bottom half. This is the top half. You can pause the video just so you can upgrade this. And I have an extra 5 tokens. I literally get an extra 5 tokens from Core of the Bound. You can get this entire setup from just this. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and reset my Heart of the Mountain. So our next tree will showcase gemstone mining and the crystal hollows. Then we'll do mithril mining, and then we'll do glacier tunnels. So, anyways, so now since we're doing gem mining, we want to go for Maniac Miner, which will give us a lot much more fortune. So we need to hit all the. So basically, we need to go straight up, and we need to get Sky Mall. Front loader is also useful. It doesn't matter that much. And alright, so basically, let's just start making the tree. We go straight up. We want to go. We don't need mining spread. We do not need mining speed boost because if you're doing the normal gems, it is a lot more efficient to get the fortune one. So we go straight up. We go ahead and max these out. It's not super necessary to max up malt, and also takes up a ton of powder. But efficient miner should just give you enough mining speed to help make routes. Alright, so now we need to pick up Professional and gem level. Get this maxed, get this maxed. And is there anything else? I don't think we need. Yeah, we do not need Precision Miner. So now we can go for. Where are we going? We need to get Speed of Mind Man, Fortunate, and we'll get Powder Buff when we go to the top. So we need Powder Buff. I'm gonna pretend like we're Hard Mound 7. So I'm just gonna only get anything under, and then I'll show you like an additional what you can also get up here, which is Mighty Master. Because nothing gives fortune except this one. Except this one, which is just pristine. It's one extra pristine, which is fine. Alright, so Maniac Miner, max out this one. We max out this one. And you want to max out heat resistance, because heat resistance is very helpful. That's maxed out. And then we do not need block fortune, and we want to go for this. So that now I have an extra 8 tokens now. which is 2 extra. Actually, yeah, it's 3 extra, and the 3 extra you can go for is Mining Master. I don't have enough glacier powder somehow. Damn. But it's okay. I mean, any pristine's better than no pristine. So yeah, and that's what you want to go for. Uh, this right here is really good, and if you get a blue cheese, it's even better because it goes to 15 instead of 10, and it goes back to 5 if you don't have the 1 pickaxe ability in the first heart of the mountain. So yeah, this is your tree. You can pause the video. You can spin it on extra, like Season Mine Man or whatever. It doesn't really matter. And this is the top of the tree. Super easy for gem mining. So, anyways, I'm gonna reset the tree now and remake a new tree. This is if you are doing Mithril, and then we'll go over Glaciate comps. So basically, Mithril, there's 2 things you will need. You need the Dwarven Metal Fortune from 9, and you need the tier 8 strong arm that gives you mining speed. This is actually very useful because it pushes you into 5 ticks instead of 6. Very useful if you have just a 6x5. And also the fortune does apply to the Mithril. So we're just going to go ahead. We're going to snag Titanium and Sanium. Just max out this. Get Efficient Miner. We do not need Mole. We need Ore Fortune. I need to reset my tree, sorry. It's fine, I got plenty of money. Alright, so we need to get. Alright, so we're just gonna go straight up. This is all we need to get. And then we go ahead, go up. We do not need to get any of the others because they are not important. We'll just grab that. Do we need to grab this down here? I think we can just grab this on the way over here. I know. We need to grab this way. Yes. Alright, so now you have that. You do not need to max out Ore Fortune because it does not consider it as an ore. So anyways. And now we will go up. And we will get heat resistance. And we're going to go up, up, grab this. And then we need to go this way. Grab mining speed, grab fortune. And then we go ahead. Do we need anything up here? No. So you want to go down here. You want to grab this. You need to grab this. And that is an extra token you have. Now you can grab extra if you want. There is other stuff you can grab. So this is roughly the tree you want. This will give you all of the fortune you need for Mithril. And you can also grab professional. Professional is not super necessary. Usually I like to go down here, grab these. What are the other ones I like grabbing? Usually I also like grabbing these 2 as well, but you do not need to grab these 2. I just grab it so I can spend my cold powder, my glaciate powder. That way you just have that maxed out in Skyblock XP. So you just go to max this one. These are the 2 things in the Hardem tree that's above 7. That's actually benefits Mithril. Let me just spend all my. There we go. Alright, there we go. I spent all my powder. So, and then you just get mining fortune. This one. You do not need these. What else? Need to get powder buff. Powder buff just for the funsies. Get this one. Get this one. You can get this one as well. I don't care. I don't know. I'm just spending powder to spend powder. I do recommend maxing out Seasoned Mind Mint. It does give a good amount of wisdom. But yeah, this is the tree that I use. You can rewind to not get these three. You don't need these three right here, but I like having them, especially to get the quick forge. Very useful to get. So yeah, this is the tree. This is the tree that I like. Like I said, you don't need these three, and you do not need these three, because I think you can just get two right here. Just get Pickle this and quick forge, or just go this way. Whatever works for you. But this is my tree I use for mithril mining. Let me just spin some powder. There we go. So now, let's go. Hi, Forge Man. Thank you. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and reset my tree one more time. This will be for the glaciate tunnels. And it'll be a little bit different because of the way I set my tree up. So, this tree is a lot more different than you would think it is. So you do want to get mining speed if you are going to be doing glaciate tunnels, just because of the fact that you need to do commissions faster, and the maniac miner is a lot weaker in the glaciate tunnels. So you do want to go up. Okay, which way are we going? I think we're gonna have to spend 2 tokens going this way. And then we are... Where are we going? I think, yeah, we have to go up. We need to get these 2. And we need to get this one and this one. Sky Mall is important. And now we go ahead. We need to go this way. I think we go above, right? Yeah. Yeah, we go above. Because we don't need these. And we can go ahead and grab the pristine. This one. And then we need to get this one. Now we have an extra 4 tokens. Okay. And what else do we need? I don't think we need anything else. Right? No, we do need something else. One shot bam. Alright, that's all the tokens. Okay, actually no, it's not all the tokens, right? No, that is all the tokens. Yep, that's all the tokens that you do need. You do need what is it? 22 at least? I mean, this is what I came up with. You can get wisdom if you want. I do not suggest getting the maniac miner, since it is a lot weaker. You do want the mining speed. So you want to go ahead, max out this, max out this, max out professional. And maybe we should really just make it quick. Yeah, gem level, lover, and I don't think Ore Fortune does anything, but I'm just going to max it out. Efficient miner is very important. You want to get Speedy Mineman, Fortune Mineman, Powder Buff. Right? Yeah, Powder Buff. You do need to max out Powder Buff. And you can also get Dwarven Metal Fortune as well. I mean, but it's not that necessary, as you're just getting the collector comms. So if you really want, you can just get this one. You do get an extra 2 at the top, so you can probably just get this weird tree at the top. So yeah, you just want to spend like half of your powder on everything, just to like slowly put powder and everything. That's what I usually do, and then you can just go from there. Hello, thank you for stopping being throttled. I have plenty of powder, right? Yeah, I have plenty of powder. And then heat cold resistance. And put this into 5. 5, 10, 10. Alright, that's all 50% into it. Let's just max this out. There you go. So yeah, that's everything is half, and then once you do that, I would recommend spinning it all in warm-hearted, because cold resistance is super important. Like, I kid you not how important this is. This has been doubled. You can get up to 20. I do recommend put as much as you can here. 50% into each of these, and then after that you can just do whatever you want. It's up to you. There's also you can also pick up a pickup list if you want, and just switch the cooldown every now and then. It's up to you. But yeah, that is the trees that I use. And yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching. And I'll put the cores for all the waypoints for the ores and the glaciate tunnels in the description. So these are extremely useful. So that way you don't have to go off of some random scuffed YouTubers thing. I actually have all the cores. There might be a couple missing, but I believe I found them all. One more thing that I should mention is that reforges do matter. There are 3 reforges that actually there's around 4 reforges. 1 is super cheap, and 3 is, well, matter for what you're doing. If we go over to the forge man, we will see that we have reforged stones. The important one is, where is it? How much is that? Glaciate jewels. This one is super cheap. 5 glaciate jewels. Petrified starfall, also extremely cheap. I do recommend getting it if you are starting to go out. Although I recommend getting iceberg. Yeah, it's really nice. And then any of the other reforges, there's whatever. Fine. Dwarven Geo. Yeah, that's kind of cheap. Actually, the Tesseract is kind of cheap. Titanium. Okay, anyways. Scorched Topaz, which this is very useful. This is the old heated. This does give mining. It doesn't say what it's supposed to say. It does give mining speed, and it does give some. I assume it gives the same amount of fortune as the. Let's just. All right. Topaz. Where are you? Boom, boom. Reforge. Scorched Topaz. What was it called? Reforge. Scorched Topaz. Eat it. Heat it. Heat it. There we go. So for a mythic, heated gives 20 mining fortune and 55 mining speed. And you do get some fortune and mining speed for every heat you have, which is, well, very good. Especially if you're down in there, and heat you can accumulate very slowly. There is no divines, but I'd assume it's just 1 fortune and probably like 3.6. I don't know. I haven't checked the full patch notes. Mithralic, really good. I use it. I do recommend using it because it's good for titanium and just making money off of it. It also is good for early game as well, but it does not get. I don't recommend using it if you are planning on doing anything else besides mithril. Other than that, it's okay. The frigid is actually also pretty decent. Where's frigid? My frigid husk. There. Okay. I need to claim it. Give me my. Thank you. So, if we go ahead and. So, if we go ahead and put it on my On my reforges, I need to go to the hub. And go over here. And we put this in. This will give me 20 fortune, but it also give me 1.7 fortune for every gold. This is really good. A lot better than auspicious. You just need like 10 gold, and it is better than auspicious. And where is it? Geo. Can I? Geo. Dwarven Geode. This is the Dwarven Geode, which is also not as good as it used to be, but it is still pretty decent. Don't ask why it's an apple. It just is. And this does give the same amount of fortune, but it just gives overall. I don't recommend using auspicious. It's not meta anymore. If you're in the train of thought is that if you're in the Crystal Hollows, heated is better because you're just going to end up using heat. But I mean, you don't really need fortune, but fortune is nice. And besides, if you're mithril mining, heated is a lot better because fortune now applies to blocks. The mithrilic is good for titanium if you just plan on doing titanium commissions, and you can get some extra money with that. And frigid is better if you're in the glacier tunnels. If you're doing anything other than those three items, use auspicious. So, which is why it's not that great. Because if, for example, if you're just doing collection grinding like mithril, obsidian, or whatever, then you can use auspicious. But if you're doing something that's actually kind of relevant, then you can actually use other things. Personally, I like mithril. Uh, the enchants are pretty good. The flow state enchant is probably one of the better alt enchants that you should get when you can. It gives up to 600 mining speed and actually pushes the limit up to 5 block ticks on mithril, which makes it a little bit better, which is why I am very happy that I did that. But other than that, that's mostly everything in this video. Thank you for watching. Hope to let me know if you guys want more of this kind of videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.